Hi, lovely and darling viewers. It's Jen here at Check Her Joy, and this time I'm reviewing Lucky in Love by Kasie West. I listened to the audiobook for this, which is narrated by Laurence Bouvard, and this is a YA contemporary romance following Maddie, who wins the lottery, and how that changes her life. Maddie is a very unimpulsive human. She has everything planned out and plotted, and she's meticulous. She has her studying broken down to 15-minute things. Really not an impulsive person. So when she buys a lottery ticket on her 18th birthday, she's not expecting to win. That's not practical. She knows the exact odds against her winning. She knows she's more likely to get struck by lightning. But lo and behold, she wins, because otherwise we don't have much of a plot. So this girl who is nerdy and not popular, and she's incredibly hardworking and she's really smart, but socially inept, I think, is probably the best way to describe Maddie. So when Maddie wins the lottery, suddenly she gets tons of attention. It's not very surprising when she starts having relatives coming out of the woodwork, or the popular kids at school start wanting to hang out with her. People she's never met before all of a sudden joking about whether or not she can lend them $100. But there are also a few parts of this that I thought were really cool. A lot of it involves her family. Her parents are really down and out. And Maddie has been stressing about money and how she's going to afford college because her dad has been out of a job for a while. Her mom is now working double shifts and is incredibly stressed out about that. And her brother has not been able to go to school because he couldn't afford the tuition and has spiraled into this depressive bout where he won't find a job. And so Maddie's like, yes, all our problems are solved. It's going to be awesome. And yes, the money problems go away, but that doesn't magically solve all her problems. And I like that realistic touch to the story and Maddie's internal struggles about who to trust. And it's not incredibly surprising when she decides not to tell the cute boy she works with, Seth, that she won the lottery. She thinks Seth probably likes her, and she kind of wants to keep it that way, that he's the one person she knows doesn't like her because of her money, because he doesn't know. And so we have this really cute romance between Seth and Maddie, which I love. Also, they work at the zoo, hence his name, and I love the animals and the zoo setting and how obsessed Maddie is with this anteater and the anteater's little baby. An animal that most people would probably be like, not the cutest. And Maddie's like, they are adorable. So, animal lover me loved Maddie in the zoo setting. It's kind of cool to see what that kind of money can do. She throws a party on a yacht, goes shopping on Rodeo Drive, and she's still got money to pay for college and buy an expensive house if she wanted to. She can buy a new car. I loved imagining what I would do with that kind of money myself, and also appreciating the fact that I am so much older than Maddie that I think I would be okay with knowing who to trust or not. If you suddenly want to be friends with me now that I won the money, we're probably not really friends. Whereas Maddie's 18 and doesn't necessarily have that. Even the friends that she does have, they start changing also when the money starts coming in and treating her differently. So Maddie as a character is pretty likable. She does some silly, ridiculous things with the money, but she's also got the money to spend. It's a little annoying how much she just kind of goes with everybody who's suddenly trying to be her best friend. So on the whole, I liked the whole lottery idea, but I didn't think it was amazing. There wasn't really any original twist on it. Kind of predictable about what was going to happen, especially when we know the characters. And the romance in it is kind of the slow build. It takes a while to get going, and it's cute and clean and fun and sweet, but I don't think there's enough of it. The title of this book is Lucky in Love. I thought there was going to be a bigger romance part of this, so a little bit disappointed by that. But I wanted a simple read that I could kind of check out of and just have it entertain me and not have to think much about it. And that's what this book was. So on the whole, I gave it 3 stars. It's enjoyable. If this sounds interesting and you want to read it, go for it. I also don't think it's that important. Like, it's not earth shattering. You don't have to read this. You're not missing anything by skipping this book. I was watching other people's book reviews for this, and Bickering Book Reviews said that this is probably better geared towards middle schoolers, like 5th to 8th graders, 10 to 13-year-olds. And you know what? I kind of see that now that I've read it. So maybe a younger reader would enjoy this more. Like, the things that Maddie spends the money on do seem kind of childish. Maddie spends her money on what other people tell her to spend her money on. So, like, the popular kids are like, yo, if I had $1,000,000, or if I had $30 million, this is what I do with it. And how come you aren't doing it? And Maddie kind of feels like she has to fulfill other people's wishes. Like, she has to spend her money on those things so that these other people can live vicariously through her. And yes, she's young, but I don't know that an 18-year-old would necessarily do that, or somebody who was 18 reading this book would enjoy it that terribly much. It definitely felt like it was geared towards the younger people, and like the fact that she's 18 is only because you can't win the lottery when you're that young. So yeah, solid 3-star read. I enjoyed it. It didn't disappoint me though, because I wasn't expecting a lot out of it. I got what I expected to get out of it. Let me know in the comments below if you have read Lucky in Love or any of Kasie West's other books. I haven't read any of them yet. This was my first. So let me know if there are any of her books that are amazing that I should be checking out, or if they're all kind of the same. Peace out. I love you guys, and keep reading. Bye.